All right, good morning, boaters. I'm Brian from Canvas Factory. I'm going to show you another one. It's another cover and it's another sunshade. But even though I've been doing this for 35 years, I feel like I can always learn. What I learned is to listen to customers. You know, even though I've been doing this for 35 years, if you think, oh, I know more than a customer, how can they tell me anything? You can miss out. Oh, I work for smart people with fancy boats. Sometimes they got some good ideas. If you've watched my videos, you've seen my larger sail shades with 4 poles and my small to medium shades with 2 poles. So people have been calling me for the past year with 25, 26 foot boats. Oh, I seen that 4-pole sunshade, I want one. And I'd always say, you don't need one with a 26 foot boat, 28 foot boat, 30 foot boat. You don't need a 4-pole. That's what I told everybody, because really and truly you don't. I set this one up, the customer came, I put the mounts on the hardtop, I put the 2 poles in the front, ran the string line. He's like, so that's what I get? I said, yep. He goes, that's nice. And he started pulling on the string in the middle. He goes, but 4 poles would be nice. I said, you don't need 4 poles on a 25 foot boat. Well, guess what? This 4-pole sunshade is nice. I don't want you to think I'm trying to upsell you. If you have a 25 foot boat, you don't need a 4-pole sunshade. Is it nice? I'm gonna show you. Okay, so Fisher and I are gonna get started setting it up. Here's the 4-pole padded bag. Here's the 4-piece boat cover that I'm gonna do a timed video putting on and taking off. And I'm also gonna do a timed video. This is the sunshade, the bow sunshade. I'm gonna do a timed video of putting it on. I'm gonna get on the boat now. So 2:53 Everglades. Now Fisher's gonna start the timing and I'm gonna set up the poles and set up the shade. You ready, Fisher?
All right, timer started.
Okay, so you undo the padded bag, you pull a pole out. They're all the same length. So, and we did install 2 rod holders in this boat. This boat had 4 rod holders in the bow, but the placement wasn't dead center. So what we did was we went to the dead center between the hardtop and these forward poles, and that's what made doing a 4-pole worthwhile on this boat, was the fact that we centered it. And you'll see what I'm talking about. So you take it out of the bag, you have your mounts. Click one in on this side, easy as that. Come over to this side, click it in, how easy. Now, I like to go to the front. Okay, so that's tight. Now I'm going to come over to the sides, stick the rope through the pulley through the clam pulley, pull it tight. You ready with the timer, Fisher? All right, what do we got?
That was 1 minute and 53 seconds.
Okay, now this is a 4-pole sunshade. It's not just being pulled forward, which would be adequate. It's getting pulled sideways too. Listen, bongo trub tight. I'm sure you could run this boat at like 30 miles an hour because the wind that's coming through here, look, it just escapes right underneath the top. No issues. I'm going to show you one more cool thing about this particular sunshade, and I can't promise you it'll work on yours because it doesn't always work. Okay, I'm going to show you something that's kind of cool about this particular sunshade. We thought it might work, but I wasn't sure. So say this, it's getting later in the afternoon and the sun's starting to set, you take it out of the top pulley, hook it in the bottom pulley, and now you're blocking even more sun. See how that worked? It doesn't always work. The geometry isn't always correct. Now let me show you what you're gaining. If you get that view there, Fisher. Now, here's what you're gaining. But it's not, this would be a normal 2-pole sunshade. This doesn't look like a lot right here, but what you're not seeing is when I do a sunshade, I take a sail cut out of it. Not a lot. I'm probably going to come in the center about 4 inches to nothing. So this would be more like that. So if you add that, I don't know what percentage that is, but it's shade. And this guy said his wife loves shade. She likes to sit up here, you know, his wife and the kids, and the more shade, the better. So I'm gonna take this down now. We're gonna time that. Okay, I'm gonna do a timed takedown now. It was under 2 minutes to put up the 4-pole sunshade. Now I'm gonna take it down. You ready, Fisher?
Yep, timer started.
Okay, so I'm gonna pull the sides. Now I don't know how fast your boat is, but most people, well, at least me, I'm happy to go 30 miles an hour. 25, 30 miles an hour, I'm happy. But if you're not, and you want to go 45, 50 miles an hour, watch this. So I took it down, I take the bag, and you just shove it in. You don't roll it, you don't fold it, you just shove it into the compression bag, okay? Now, you don't have to take the poles down if you don't want. Don't stop the timer, Fisher, but tell me what it is.
56 seconds.
56 seconds. Now you can leave these poles where they are and keep going. But if you're done and you want to take it all the way down, let's see what it takes. This is nice 3/16 stainless steel, 1.25 inch stainless steel with Ronstadt pulleys, roller clam cleats, little padded bottom. I'm making these sunshades as nice as I can.
Minute and 45 seconds.
A minute and 45 seconds to take it down. Okay, I'm going to show you my favorite rod holder. These Mate Series rod holders are gorgeous. 3/16 stainless steel, heavy like an anchor. They're just so polished and finished, and they're 3/16 from top to bottom. Some manufacturers will give you a 3/16 top and a 304 bottom that rusts like crazy. This is a gorgeous rod holder. Now, we installed 2 on this boat. We didn't show you because it was so hot. We didn't want to video that day. But it's very important when you put a rod holder in for a sunshade to order a backing plate, because we're not sticking a spinning rod in this thing, okay? You could put self-tappers and it would last for 20 years if you're putting fishing poles in it. We're sticking an 1.25 inch stainless steel pole, 5 feet long, and torquing on it. You put in a rod holder for a sunshade, pay the extra money and get a backing plate. It's a world of difference. They'll send you the template, whether you use the round ones like I really like. They also have the, you know, the oblong combination rod holders. That's what was on this boat, but I happen to only have round ones in stock, and the customer, he didn't mind. He said, go ahead and put the round one in there. The backing plate, you can see, is oblong, but it fits the round or the oblong rod holder. So that's important. We'll put the link, because I really, really like these. And we're also going to put a link to my daughter's channel where I do install them and show you how easy it is to install them for a sunshade. So we're going to go back out to the boat and show you the cover now. Now we're going to do a timed video of putting this cover on and taking it off like we've done a bunch before, but we haven't showed you a 253 Everglades. Now let me tell you, I get emails all the time. Don't email me for a custom cover if you're in New York. I cannot build you a custom cover. I need the boat to build you a custom cover. But if you want a sunshade, we can work together on getting the correct measurements, and I can ship you these gorgeous sunshades. So you want to email me, call me about a sunshade, fine. I can't build you one of these gorgeous covers unless you can bring me the boat.
I'm going to put on this 4-piece boat cover, and with 4 pieces, sometimes people wonder if it's easy to find out which piece goes where. With this cover, the front has twist turns. So when you find these, you know that this is the front of the cover. And we also put green and red tabs, port and starboard, so that helps you figure it out. For this is the back, because you can see it has a red and a green tab, so you know. Now this is a green tab, so you can tell this is going to be your starboard. Now this only has red tabs, so you know this is going to be your port side. So now we have all 4 sides figured out, and that took about 30 seconds to a minute. Alright, I'm going to start the timer now, and I'm going to put on all 4 pieces. You want to start with your slide tracks. And then if there are twist turns, you could do those in the beginning so your slide track doesn't slide around. Alright, so that's up. Now you want to go to the front. You can see how it goes to a point for the front of the boat. And do as many as you can on one side and walk around. You'll get better at how to stand and where to sit when you put this on after you try it once. But it's easiest to put this on when you're not trying to pull the canvas over you. You want to move back as you put them on. Take the spring line off. This boat will be on a lift, so it doesn't need the spring line. That's why I took it off. Alright, again, I can see that this is the starboard side because it only has green tabs. I like to start with the slide tracks always. I find that makes it easier. In some boat covers, you'll want to start with zippers, and some you'll want to start with the snaps, and you'll figure that out. This one isn't that difficult to do either way. Zip it down, get your snap, zip it down the rest of the way. Make sure it's pulled back. Now the same thing with the port side. Red tabs, start with the slide track, then do your snaps up here. Again, this boat will be on a lift, so there might be a little bit of different process than what I'm going to be doing. because of where you exit on the boat. But there are zippers, 2 zippers on each side, so that's up to the customer to figure out where he likes to exit. I did a few snaps on this side, now I'll do the zipper over here. I have a feeling I'm going to get out of the boat there. And since it's on a lift, the motor is allowed to stay down. If your boat wasn't on a lift, we would have a bigger cutout so you can put your engine out. All right, this is where you would probably get out. Get that last snap, zip it down, check the time. 4 minutes and 45 seconds. And that was a full 4-piece boat cover. And that was probably the first time I put the whole thing on all at once, and I was trying to explain it. When you get used to putting it on, it's no problem getting out from one of the zippers on the side and finishing it from the dock. Alright, I timed myself putting the cover on. I'm going to time myself taking it off now. Alright, timer started. Get that first zipper, take one snap off, get in the boat now. And then you just work your way around. That zipper, now you can pull your track out. Pull it out of this track. I like to start from the bottom so it hangs there. It isn't falling on me. Get that zipper, then you can take off these top snaps. Slide the track out. And I just work from one side to the other. Now don't forget the twist turn. Pop that off. Slide it out. A minute and 30 seconds. Alright, now I just have to bag it up and your cover's down. You can go keep boating and the boat will be the same way it was before you put your cover on. You don't have to wash it before you use it because you have trees hanging over your boat.
The Canvas Factory is located in Pompano Beach, Florida. We have been in business since 1985 and we take pride in our quality custom work. For more pictures, you can visit our website boatcanvasfactory.com. The link will also be in the description. We specialize in T-tops, biminis, full boat covers, engine covers, sunshades for both the forward and aft of your boat, windshield back covers, bolsters and cushions, helm seat covers, consoles/instrument covers, enclosures of all sizes including acrylic panels, as well as isinglass panels that you can roll up. We also do repairs as well as waterproof your old canvas if the waterproofing has worn out, as well as much more. For example, custom barbecue covers, carpet, as well as carpet runners. Give us a call and let us manufacture you an effective and attractive custom work of art for your boat. You can find further contact information in the description.